Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfi Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Knights of Roleplay. Unless it's your first time, in which case you'll be awfully confused, but still in for some fun. We are on Zoom again today due to some schedule conflicts, but that's what technology is for. For those of you just joining in or just need a refresher, we are proceeding through Reach for the Stars from Keys from the Golden Vault. Following the exploits of the professional services of Mixie, Trixie, Fuzzy, and Ro, better known as the Unseen. They are exploring a haunted mansion in search of the Celestial Codex, a tome stolen by one Marcos Delphi. When we last left our band of cunning experts, they had finished their explorations of the second floor and proceeded up to the third. Having snuck past one suspicious encounter, they unsnuck directly into a different encounter with a swarm of Sturges. Once they've swatted all the mosquitoes down, they find themselves standing in the third floor hall deciding what to do next. As for options where to go, you have the door you came from to the west, 2 doors to the north, and a set of double doors to the south. What to do now, Repo Team?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the doors were toothy, right?
Yes, I remember they were toothy.
Okay. Yeah, we had toothy doors. They stand there toothily and sinisterly, waiting for somebody.
Meta, I know that Sirius/Chris mentioned last time that at some point he wanted to talk
Cyrus.
to Cyrus.
Thoros.
Cyrus, right.
Cyrus, not sore ass. Cyrus.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Cyrus wanted to go back and talk to the cloak dude, but
Did he say that? But do it wrong.
I had made no plans on doing that. I had mentioned that it would be nice to do that at some point, but that wasn't the plan.
that was
right
meta.
now.
That was meta. So, all right, we're back.
Well, then unmeta it and say it in
So
character.
Fuzzy is still raging, so he's gonna extend that rage. Yeah, that he's that weird like hyper focused look to him because he started it. So we might as well run it for 10 minutes and give everybody temps and all that good stuff.
Yeah. And Sarah's still got her little doppelganger up for.
Sarah, do you still, or Trixie, do you still have your temporary hit points from Fuzzy?
I should.
That was a phenomenal question.
I think he got 9. I was listening to the end of the last podcast.
That's right.
9 temps.
Let me
I mean,
open this. Yes, I have 9 temps.
Okay, so before we move on, Fuzzy will also use that rage turn by turn to grant you guys each a set. John, if you want me just for simplicity to do the average for if I do it like after a fight, but I'm extending my rage for the 10-minute period, then
Can you do that? Give it to more than one person at a time?
yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Well, it's once a turn.
Right.
So,
Right, but
So
there's mechanically things go by turns even when we're free
Right.
flowing it. So
yeah,
whatever.
and if I really wanted to cheesehead it, I'd keep rolling to hope to give them more and more, but I don't. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm proposing that if I do this after we end a fight, John, that I should just give average to anyone else in the party who didn't get it during the fight.
Nah, there's not enough. There's not enough of us. Let's just roll it out. Just roll it out for each of them.
Alright, which is what? It's 2d6. Let me double check my tree stuff here. Hold, please. Get the scroll bar. Come on now.
What are you thinking, Sarah, for where you might want to go next?
2d6 temporary hit points. Okay.
huh?
I was asking where you think you might want to go next.
Alright. Alright.
I mean, the hooded figure intrigues me. However, what if it is someone there to call out to the others?
Alright. So Cyrus, you get 5 temporary hit points from the vitality of the tree from your raging,
Okay.
buddy. And then, oh, well, it's consistent. 5 also for Mixie.
Oh.
So you get until the rage ends in 10 minutes, then they go away.
Okay.
So you do have to remember to take them away when my rage ends. That's the weird
Okay.
thing about it. But okay.
Rage!
Rage against the dying of the light.
Well, it's nighttime. The light's already died.
Fuzzy says, given I'm more prepared to fight, maybe we should explore some new rooms, or we could talk to the guy. If he wants to fight, I'm ready to fight.
How intelligible are you while raging?
I don't know. There's no rules about that.
No, the Incredible
But
Hulk.
I want you to yell it when you're
No.
raging and talking. I want you to. No, I'm kidding.
No, you really don't.
Like I doubt he was
Chris's
a talking.
recording doesn't want that. Trust me.
I know. I'm just. All right.
Stares at Kate in vocalese.
You can pull a Lou Ferrigno, go.
Projection! Anyway,
4 doors to choose from.
technically 3 that we haven't been through.
Third floor.
Check. Yeah, well, it's split.
Right, because the top of the stair rail is where the dude was sitting, right?
Correct. The
Right.
door out the door to the west.
And the doors have tithe.
Go to the left.
I'm gonna cast light on myself. I
change
like
the teeth.
myself.
You now glow, and let's see. I actually opened it up.
Ooh, did the teeth go away?
The teeth do go away, and the air becomes thick again.
Oh, joy.
So this room is slow.
I say we
okay.
swim over to the first door on the back wall there.
Yeah.
Well, that's on the
Northwest
western
or
side.
northeast?
Yeah, northwest, I think.
Northwest, yeah.
Yeah.
Northwest.
Sounds good.
Oh my god.
All right.
Ta-da.
I don't know if
Trixie.
I've had enough coffee for this morning.
Fuzzy marches over and listens at the door.
Trixie, traps
don't-
for traps.
Did Greg just call himself the wrong name?
Oh shit, I did.
Make a Fuzzy, make a perception check.
Okay.
Mixie,
Okay.
you don't find anything.
All right,
Okay.
it'll be with advantage because he's raging.
All right.
That's not. Oh, nice. 17 on the higher die, and I want to say it's +4. No, +1, not +4. Okay, so it's still good. 18.
It's really quiet, but you think you hear some kind of low mumbling, I guess.
Oh boy.
Oh, mumbling's better
Alright.
than squelching.
Fuzzy kind of turns to the side and says, "It sounds like someone might be in there."
Maybe mumbling's not quite the right word for it, but it's something kind of.
I hear mumbling, or oozing, or something.
Oozing or mumbling?
I hear oozy mumbling.
I'm going off the DM's description as best as I can, man.
The DM did not say
has to
oozing.
describe something he's never heard before.
Oh, he did like an yeah.
Trixie will open the door because she is the one that's
Oh.
doing this.
All right, you open the door and step inside, and inside you find it's an empty room of furniture anyway. However, not empty of the 2 ghouls that rush at you.
Oh,
Roll initiative.
It's a good thing I didn't open it.
Was Fuzzy ready to knock her to the side? Can I say that? 'Cause
It depends on the
Yeah.
initiative roll.
well, let's find out.
Initiative.
Free hugs. Okay, so what are we gonna roll for initiative? That's big. This one has been. We'll see. That's not bad. Okay, we'll take it.
All right, roll.
14.
Fuzzy?
16.
Trixie?
7.
And Mixie.
10.
Okay, so order of initiative is at the moment Fuzzy, Ro, Mixie, Ghouls, Trixie. Mixie, do you wish to do anything about that?
No.
Okay,
If you switch with her, she could get out of the way of the ghouls. Are they like right
that's
next to
too
her?
late.
Yeah. That's,
Too late. He said no.
Yeah. Sure,
I've already hit the
Fine.
start button.
Yeah.
It's
All
gonna
good.
be fine.
All
Everything's
good.
gonna be fine.
It's
I
too
think I can-
late.
I think I
Everything
can.
That's the room on fire.
This is fine.
Trixie sets the whole room on fire.
No. That's me.
Okay, so given the size of the room, let's see, room's not all that big. Ghouls are currently 10 feet away from you, Trixie, and Fuzzy goes first.
Okay.
Fuzzy.
You who
Well,
is currently
he's
standing outside the room.
still raging, as it turns out, because we
Still
wasted
raging.
no time. So, yeah. So let's see here. He's gonna try at the start of his turn to see if he can't up Trixie's temporary hit points even more, given she's right there in danger. I'm in danger. You still have 9.
9.
Rolled another 9. That's okay. All right. So then, with his rage, are the ghouls like right next to each other, or like
Yeah, they're roughly right next to each other, but you are outside the room.
Okay.
Probably, I'm thinking 15 feet away, but you are next to Trixie.
Fuzzy is gonna go up within 10 feet of both of them, so not right adjacent because he doesn't have to because he has reach, and he is Fuzzy's melee reach is 10 feet because
Okay.
Are
he's
they
got
in the middle
big-
of the room having a
big
kumbaya
limbs.
moment?
It's a bugbear thing.
Okay.
Long limbed. When you make a melee attack in your turn, your reach is 5 feet greater than normal.
Given their position, there's one kind of on the back wall, one over on the left, and both 10 feet away from Trixie. You can get within 10 feet of one, but you'll be within 5 feet of the other. There really isn't a position to get within 10 feet of both.
Okay. Sure, I'm okay with that.
Basically, that puts you one square forward.
He's
of the door.
gonna do whatever he needs to be within reach of both of them, and basically have himself between Trixie and them. So, being his protective, ragey self. So then he's gonna great axe them a question.
Ask them a question.
Yeah, which is a D12, and because they haven't acted, he gets an extra 2d6 because.
Actually, you can be within 10 feet of both if you stand just inside of the door in front of Trixie. So.
Okay,
Anyway.
yeah, I'll do that because then Mixie can double move through me to get up next to them if she wants to. So
Okay.
yeah, he's gonna great axe them a question,
Roll it.
and because they haven't acted yet, he's gonna get his extra 2d6 if he actually hits them because of bugbear stuff.
Let's see if he hits them first.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll find out, and he's gonna go reckless, so he
And
gets
reckless.
advantage. So where's that second dice? Derp, derp, herp, derp. Okay, we'll do that. That looks good. All right. Roll it.
Reckless.
Okay, so we are going to hit for AC 19.
That hits one.
Okay. So then the total damage is going to be 5, 10 plus 2 because I still have the deduction for the damage to the weapon accounted for. So it's going to be 12. Plus my modifier. 12. 12 pure slashing damage to the
12
first.
slashing damage.
And then he's
Alright.
going to cleave through straight into the second one.
Okay.
And critical.
Nice.
So do you want me to roll more dice or double what I rolled?
I'll keep it simple. I think we agreed to just double the roll.
Okay, sounds good. And then it's without the ability modifier for the cleave attack. So then that is going to be double the roll. 8 plus 9. is 17 times 2, so 34 on the second
Wow.
die.
Nice.
That's damage.
Oui, la damage.
And one huge, I hate using the word spurt, of,
Squish.
Of,
Flat.
of energy coming from Fuzzy. She rushes into the room, swings her great axe. He
Pronouns!
pronouns. Yeah, I'll get my pronouns right. Bloody is the first ghoul, but the follow through just basically bisects the second one entirely.
Awesome.
So
All right.
that's a nice opening move.
Cool. All right. He is gonna finish by like sidestepping once, so he's still hopefully like between Trixie and that ghoul, but like making a little bit of room at the doorway.
Yeah, you can step to the left. Yeah.
Sidestep. Yeah, that was kind of what I was envisioning, without having a picture where they are right in front of me. So,
So that was a little bit of a pop and a squish at the same time.
Sizzle. Sizzle.
Several.
All right, Ro. Can you finish off? You're still outside the room.
Right in the room.
Can I
room.
can I poke my head in and shoot a ray of frost and then go back out?
I don't see why not.
He's just gonna poke it in and then pull it back
Uh-oh,
out.
you're gonna magically affect my room. Oh.
I can't. I can't really. I'm assuming I can't shoot it from outside the room, John.
I think there's probably two people in your way.
Well,
Yeah.
I sidestepped to make
Well,
room.
she
but
sidestepped.
Trixie's there.
You can see past Sarah. I mean, it would be. I think they call that partial cover. So you kind of shoot through somebody else's space.
All right, I'll do it. I'm not sure. I think it gives like a +2 to AC or something, but I'll try it anyway. Doesn't matter. Natural one.
Oh no! Brutal.
Wah.
But the effect would be in the room that is outside the room with the group.
It is. Hope nobody was up in the air because the air returns to normal and the teeth reappear.
Oh God.
Oh no! Uh-oh.
Are we getting eaten by teeth?
Not yet.
If you have to go through the doorway, but that's what bows and arrows are for.
All right.
Mm,
Mixie, what are you going to try to do?
oh crap. Wait, where am I?
You're outside the room.
Okay. So
Don't forget about steady aim, Greg.
okay. So steady aim. Steady. Okay. Okay, that's on my next attack roll, so I have to make an attack roll first.
No.
Oh.
No, you use a bonus action, and you give yourself advantage on this
okay, current turn.
on this roll. Yeah,
Okay. But you haven't moved during this turn. Got it. I was
as long as you're not moving now and you don't move afterward.
Do a precision shot around your sister's shoulder at the ghoul.
okay, so let's try that. And I probably would have to use a crossbow for that to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, short bow. Alright, 1d6. Does that give me sneak attack or no?
It
It does because you're attacking with advantage.
Okay, so here I go.
Roll those big beautiful dice.
Oh shit.
Roll that beautiful mean footage.
Alright, so I have to hit a 21,
Nice.
and it's
Cutting
going
it
to be...
close, but you managed to make the shot.
And so this would be 9, 10.
Trixie feels a arrow bolt whiz past her ear.
Tickles his ear.
So 13.
For 13 damage, the bolt finds a mark in the ghoul's eye, and the ghoul drops over.
Yes.
All right, 1, 2.
That's a good thing, because Medicaid knows the ghouls have some nasty stuff that they can do.
Trixie's just standing in the doorway, hand still up from opening the door, like, oh, well, thank you.
Well,
You're welcome, Trixie.
Fuzzy looks over his shoulders. Can we do something about? And he points at the teeth in the door.
Yeah, because Trixie and Fuzzy are inside the room.
Yeah, I mean, Fuzzy
Dragging
will
her
Fuzzy
outside.
will start exploring the room, but he's
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that you go ahead and poke around the room, but outside of the corpses of 2 ghouls, you don't really find anything of
The
interest.
corpses of the corpses.
I mean, fighting.
The re-dead undead.
Get dead again. I don't think I can affect the teeth because I'm in a separate room from where it was initiated, right?
Because you and I are both in the room. Well, if you cast a spell, something will affect our room. And
Yeah,
it will
but I
go away
doubt
from
the
the other
teeth
room.
from the previous room.
No, because only one room gets affected at a time. We figured that out one or
Oh.
2 adventures ago.
That's true.
All right, I light
Unless I
Fuzzy
change my
up.
mind on that.
I light up Fuzzy.
You light a Fuzzy, Fuzzy, you glow. At the storage room.
Oh, and Mixie goes, ooh!
You see a
Shiny
fuzzy
thing.
halo.
And, and your... Yep. Let's see.
Fuzzy pretty.
That's right, this particular one is... the room takes on that distorted appearance, but the teeth do disappear.
Okay. Oh, that was interesting. Move on to the next. Still strutting along, like, holding his hyper focus, kind of muttering under his
Yeah,
breath,
that was-
right? That's because
That was less than 6 seconds. That was like 6 seconds.
Those were very handsome creatures.
You would know.
All right.
Trixie's going to approach the next door and threaten
Yeah.
to open it right up.
Fuzzy struts along with her and at least tries to listen, kind of puts a hand on the door before she throws it open.
Okay. Make a perception check,
Okay.
Fuzzy.
That's not 2d20s, that's 96. That's the wrong dice. Okay. It'll be 17.
You hear...
Kind
Oh.
of like a dripping noise.
Yeah, just like, it sounds like water.
Sounds like
It's like, was that a sound effect or was that an accident?
water. He's trying to do the blip,
Yeah.
but he's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
getting it to work
Yeah.
consistently.
I have my beard's too thick.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Dare
well.
you.
So, all right, I say it sounds like dripping water. I mean, if nothing else looks amiss, he's going to open up the door.
All right. Do you head inside?
Oh, he's going to look.
So you open up the door, and what hits you first is kind of a bit of humidity from the room, but not oppressively so. It just kind of feels moist.
Cute.
And
And
with
From
that, we
where
just
you can
lost eyes
stand,
of peasants.
let's see.
Especially because Fuzzy's
But you don't really
so
see anything. You don't really see anything from where you currently are.
Okay. Not even with Fuzzy's
just kinda-
glowing light.
Not even Fuzzy's glowing light. From standing outside the door, yeah, there really isn't much in front of you, except the look of some dampness on the floor and a window across the way.
All right.
I'm tempted to just go in there.
I mean, yeah, Fuzzy will step through kind of along the wall and try to kind of like look up and down and get a better look at what's going on.
If you're gonna go inside, or
Yeah.
Okay. You head inside, and you get a look now at what is around the corner to the right. There you see a raised marble tub that occupies that side of the room. Near it are 2 marble sinks with oval mirrors mounted above them.
This is the northeast room that's like straight up?
Yep.
Okay. Doesn't really match the map, but that's okay. So, all right.
Hang on. Are you sure about that?
It does match the map, Kate.
Let's match them. 3rd floor, Kate, not 2nd.
Oh, first. Okay, around the corner. Sorry, I'm looking at the first floor. That explains it. Okay. So it's a tub and a sink. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So he kind of peeks back at the others.
Hang on. I'm not done reading the description yet.
Oh, okay.
You interrupted me. You're interrupted the deal.
All right.
Okay. Near the 2 marble sinks with oval mirrors mounted above them, a fireplace, and a small table against the east wall that has a colorful collection of bottles atop it. Let's see.
Is anything radiating magic?
It is not. Although you do notice the trapdoor on the Cyrus. You do notice the trapdoor on the north wall.
The trapdoor, which goes down to the door in the ceiling on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
You can make that assumption if you like.
Yeah, the map
I'm not
actually
gonna stop
shows
you.
it. The map shows the stairs. So that's
Okay.
which the room below is the one that had the rug that we didn't really investigate because it had a rug. And I think
Afraid
it
of
was.
rugs.
I think it was also extremely stinky, so we just had a bad feeling and we left it. But yeah, that's. Yeah.
Okay. So Cyrus shares that there's nothing magical in here.
Alright.
Points out the trapdoor.
Are there any of the bottles that Cyrus or Trixie, you with a little more magical knowledge? There's some bottles on the vanity. Do they seem interesting?
They're not magical.
I trust what that one has to say.
Which potions would radiate magic? Okay.
Correct.
I keep forgetting that. So
Yep.
all right.
Mixie goes over and looks at the bottles and
Okay. Mixie would recognize them pretty readily. They are, you find amongst the mostly empty bottles and stuff like that, 4 bottles of perfumes and scented oils.
ooh, I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna give one to Trixie.
Yeah, you'd know they're worth about 25 gold each.
Okay.
Splash them on
Fancy bath
Fuzzy.
lotion. I've never had those.
Fuzzy needs a shower. Splash them on Fuzzy.
You're talking about a shower? Really?
Well, Fuzzy's the one that went toe-to-toe with ghouls.
Right.
Mixie's like, gank.
Wipes the gore off his fuzz. Sniffs it, wrinkles his nose.
This is a pretty bathroom.
All right. Well, this seems uninteresting. Otherwise, shall we move on? And then leaves the room because there's no other way out other than the trapdoor. What else?
Double doors to the south.
And Mixie says, Trixie dear, try not to have all the fun opening the doors. Leave some for me.
Fuzzy stalks over and listens at the doors to the south.
This one, you don't even have to make a check for. You hear from inside the shuffling of something rather large.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
All right. Some kind of a big creature in there. Do we want to approach or do we want to go back and talk to the guy before we possibly get into a bigger confrontation?
Maybe the individual knows what's in there.
Yeah. Fuzzy, I'm going to say at this point your rage is ended.
That's fine. Yeah, with him coming down and being more rational, I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Nuke the temps.
So let's go over and nuke the temps. Everybody who has them, they're gone now. Well, I think Fuzzy's stay. There's some weird. It's different.
So Cyrus is going to go over to the west door and open that up with the intention of talking with the figure in the room.
Okay.
Go back through.
You head back. Okay, you head back over to the west door and you open it up. And let me roll back over to. I will one day learn how to manage my tabs. Okay. Just to remind you of the description. When you open the door, you look inside and see that rubble lies scattered across the floor, where part of the roof has collapsed, revealing the starry sky. Perched atop the rubble is a hunched figure wrapped in a cloak. It gazes at the sky, seemingly unaware of you.
Okay. Cyrus will say, "Excuse me."
We see that the cloaked figure seems to start momentarily, turns to look at you with its one giant eye.
Oh.
Interesting.
This one-eyed creature just kind of blinks at you for a moment and says, "Ah, are you the ones who've been making that racket out there?"
Yes, we've made a little bit of racket.
Just cleaning up the mess.
My name is Cyrus. Who are you?
Zalamorphus, a mage who was who's working here in the mansion. Are you here for the summoning or whatever it is that they're doing down there?
Yes, we were actually trying to find Marcus. We were told he may be up here in his lab. Do you happen to know what is beyond the south door in this room right behind me?
That would be.
Hang on.
I'm quickly reviewing a whole lot of stuff here.
Pause for station identification.
Yes, I believe that's the observation room to the south. That's where Marcus used to do a lot of his research on planar beings and whatnot. It's usually where you find him if you find him anywhere these days. I don't particularly care myself. I'm sure he's around somewhere. He goes back. Zala goes back to kind of looking at the sky, but you can kind of tell that they're still kind of paying attention.
Okay. I say, what do you see up there in the sky?
Well, I had some time ago. Time's kind of lost meaning. But who cares? Whatever. I had helped out Marcos make contact with a extraplanar being. It was a very exciting time. Had a bit of a side effect in doing that, and unfortunately, several of the Manor's inhabitants kind of gotten changed, shall we say? Myself included. I'm hoping that I might be able to find a cure for this little change of mine up there in the stars. Since that seems to be what caused it in the first place.
The stars?
I see.
The stars caused you to look like that with a big eye?
Oh, of course not. Kokomar did that. But
Who's-
Kokomar came from the stars, so sure there's an answer out there somewhere.
Oh, who's Kokomar?
Oh, you don't know? Oh, Kokomar is the entity that Marcus seems to have made contact with.
Is he the larger thing that I hear in the room stomping around?
You better hope not.
Do you know anything about the book that Marcos has been using to further his research?
Look, we've used a lot of books. If you're looking for one in particular, you got to be a little bit more specific.
Can't remember the description that the guy gave us.
Hang on.
I am under this. I was told that he was using the Celestial Codex to summon these extraplanar creatures.
Oh, that thing. Honestly, at the moment, I'm not really sure. You could try his office or his bedroom, if you haven't already looked there. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm sure it's around somewhere.
Which
But that's
rooms?
usually where it's
Which
from.
rooms would those be?
Let's see. Let's see. The office is it's the room just pretty much right underneath this one, down there on the second floor. His bedroom is across the hall on the other side, over on the west side.
Is he saying that the bedroom is opposite the office on the second floor, or?
DM's note: you've already explored both those rooms.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
So we didn't find it there.
No. Ah, well. Where might he be?
Do you
Oh.
wish to be changed back to what you were?
Oh, that would be nice to regain my human form. That's kind of what I'm working on. In fact, I might know something. I'd get in trouble if I told you, though. But I'll tell you what.
Yes.
To help me with my studies, I am looking for a map to the Great Snake Constellation. You see that one right over there? And I could use a little bit more detailed on it. You should be able to find that map over in the library. If you could retrieve that for me. I happen to know of a certain locked room that might prove to be useful.
Sounds interesting.
Is this something to do with the caves that someone in the lab told us about?
You have a good instinct for these things, yes?
In the library.
I can tell you how to get down into them.
Quite interesting, given I construct houses and normally I can find my way places, but this was very tricky, so very interesting indeed.
Have we been in the library, John?
You have not.
Okay.
You have not found anything that looks like a library.
Okay.
As he
Hope
thinks about the map, and I think there's one room on this floor that looks like it has shelves, but the room with the large stomping seems to be between us and that.
Oh, you know what that might be? When I think about it. That might be poor Esquire. His transformation was a little bit more brutal than most.
Monstrous.
Is
yes.
there any way to befriend these creatures who have become more monstrous if they have older human forms? And Like, we've had some unfortunate encounters on the second floor. It sure would be nice not to have to hurt people who don't deserve it if they attack us out of hand.
I haven't tried. I've been kind of trying to avoid him myself. He's just really not himself these days. But he was a very loyal butler. So maybe you have to work something out. I don't know. But as he stands, there's not much left of his mind as it is. Poor sap probably doesn't even really understand what's happened to him.
I like your new look.
It has disadvantages, though, that I'd hard to go into town with and get my favorite broiled chicken on a stick in this form.
I
But-
understand.
But you can sure probably see clearly now, though.
Well,
Stopped.
only while the rain is only while the rain is gone.
That's why much.
John and I both went there at the same time. WTF.
Anyway, I must get back to my studies. So, shoo.
Thank you. We'll look for the book for you.
Yes, you do that.
It's for
And-
you.
Right.
Quotes.
And with that, Zala just kind of seems to just kind of tune you out,
Sure.
The
continuing
snake,
to stare at the stars.
the snake constellation book, not the Celestial Codex book.
Fuzzy goes back into the room where we started and kind of says to the rest of the group, once we're inside with the door closed, like, now we have a name. Not that I don't love fighting. Does anybody have something we could use to try to befriend or neutralize this being if it used to be human?
What was the name again?
His name was Esquire, and he was the butler.
Maybe if we make some spills, maybe he might clean them up. Being that he was a butler.
Or he might just get really mad. I can empathize with getting mad.
After you, Fuzzy.
Alright. Fuzzy's gonna go over and cautiously open one of the double doors and try to see what he can see on the other side.
Okay. As you open the doors, you pull open the double doors, and inside you see a room that is empty, except for a circle of vile symbols on the floor.
Lovely. I love
Standing-
those.
Standing in the circle is an 8-foot-tall bipedal creature with 2 long arms, each one ending in a sharp hook.
Uh-oh.
The creature wears the tattered remains of a butler's uniform.
I think we found him.
Oh.
Interesting.
He, at the moment, has his back to you.
Shh.
Want to try to sneak to the to the library? Fuzzy turns around and whispers quietly.
Well, I can sneak over there.
Trixie has passed without a trace, although I don't know where her spell slots stand since we rested.
I've only cast one first level, but I only have 2 second levels in the first place. If it's only Mixie going over, I almost did it. I will touch her shoulder and put a blessing of guidance on her before she attempts to sneak.
Okay.
So it adds a d4 to any ability check using the chosen skill, which in this case I would say Dex, stealth.
Okay.
Cool. So you get a D4 on your stealth check, Greg.
All right. And Mixie says, "Thanks, love."
You're welcome, darling. And that's on any stealth checks for the next minute.
Yes.
Okay. So the plan then is for Mixie
Sneak
Mixie
into
alone
the
to try to
library.
sneak through.
Yeah. But Fuzzy is going to stand posted at the door and just
We're
kind of be
gonna stand
watchful. Like tightens the
very
grip on his
attentive
axe.
at
He's
the
ready
door.
to jump in if he has to.
Yeah.
You know, but he's going to let her try it. She said she wants to. So
Hopefully
Okay.
no teeth showed up with that casting. I'm just saying.
she's our sneak.
Yeah, that was a spell, John.
That was a spell. Thank you for the
Oh.
reminder.
I'm playing by the rules, man. I'm not gonna
No,
let it slide.
appreciate it. Your spell creates causes your shadow
Oh,
to stand up
lovely.
and stand.
Oh,
looking
hello,
around.
friend. I still have the other me hanging around too, don't I?
No, the other you I thought only lasted for a minute.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So, Greg, are you using any luck points on this, Greg?
Da, 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 da.
Hint, hint.
Oh, to give myself advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Then you get advantage in a D4, which is pretty sweet.
All right. Well, let's skip.
Overkill! Overkill!
That
right.
thing is as big as Fuzzy, and you guys don't seem any
Luck
as
points.
big as Fuzzy.
Luck points.
Unfortunately, it's going to kill me to do this to you. After all.
Uh-oh. All right, so I have 18 on the dice,
Okay.
plus
Sounds like it's gonna go off
7.
No matter what you do.
So it's plus 8 because I only got 1 on the thing. So it is 26.
26. All right.
That's pretty good.
You give him something.
With the with all the visibility of a light breeze, you slip into the room, into the observation room. But as you do, suddenly you feel another ripple of eldritch energy go through the house,
Uh-oh.
and the room takes on that distorted appearance
Uh-oh.
of where everything just kind of seems to be off center from where it's supposed to be. While he didn't notice you, he very much noticed this sudden shift in the room. And looking up and looking around, he sees you. Or more to the point, he doesn't see you,
He sees them.
but he sees everybody else outside the door.
Okay.
Great. Scooby
Alright.
Gang over
And
here.
he turns and raises his hook hands, and he attacks.
All right.
All right.
Everybody roll initiative.
So do I see? Oh, I can't see anything because the room's all messed up.
You can see, but things are weird.
Is it like that?
You have disadvantage on
The
attacks. right?
disadvantage.
I
So
believe
unless
it's like
unless we
Funhouse
cast another spell and change the effect, right?
If
we
that
can.
works in this
yeah,
case,
if that even
because we
works,
didn't cast a
right?
spell in the room to make it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and
someone
as-
else's.
And as he attacks, by the way, he makes that guttural cry that you've heard
I'm hearing.
a couple of times.
Lovely.
Fun.
Oh boy, that's
There you go.
that's a terrible roll.
That's not the best.
So one of these magical effects went off in this room, but as far as we can tell, nobody cast anything in this room, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It
what
ha-
I noticed as well, Chris.
Yeah, you have at this is not the first time it's happened. You have at this point noticed that some rooms this just seems to happen when you go in them.
The house moves in weird ways.
Okay, so this is not the first time this has happened to us?
Correct.
Okay.
We've had other points when the rooms just kind of felt like they had energy
The-
in them.
The
Okay.
pantry turned
Yeah.
that way without us setting off a spell first.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I thought that was the kitchen too.
It was in that area.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, Mixie, what you got?
7.
All right.
The
Trixie,
dice
what you got?
8.
Eight.
the dice are very much going with the situation as it played out.
What, Fuzzy?
10.
Okay.
We screwed.
And roll.
16.
I was waiting. I was waiting to hear 11, which would have been really. If you had said 11, that would have been hilarious.
Oh dear. Well, maybe someone
yeah,
else will get through to
funny
poor
is-
Esquire.
Greg, you want to switch with me?
Yeah, because what's funny
Yeah,
is the
I could do that.
is that Esquire got a 9. So
Could be worse.
All right, so Mixie and Cyrus are switching initiatives.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Mixie and Cyrus.
So Mixie, Fuzzy, poor Esquire, we knew him well.
okay, that puts the initiative order at first Mixie, then Fuzzy, then the pitiful Esquire, then Trixie, and finally Cyrus.
Cool.
All right. So standing outside the double doors, Mixie, you have this hook-handed horror coming at you.
He's coming at me.
At
Yeah,
Mixie.
because you're in the room.
Am I in the room?
Actually, you're still stealthed.
Yeah.
How was
Yeah.
that? to
Ooh,
it?
is she
It
hidden?
said that
Is
it
she
didn't see
hidden?
her,
No, it's
just
okay. Yeah,
us.
that's right. It's going after the people in the doorway. So
Cool.
The Scooby
you are
Gang
still
in the
stealth.
doorway.
Esquire has not seemed to notice you.
Interesting.
Notice me, Senpai.
So what are you going to do there, Mixie? It's your turn, and the creature doesn't know you're there.
Shoot. I could probably.
You shoot. Okay.
Well, how do the new rules work for that? Does that give advantage on an attack if he
Yeah,
Goes from
basically,
him? Yeah, it's
Mixie is, as far as Esquire is concerned, has the invisible condition.
Ooh.
All right, so I'm gonna take a shot,
Adjust
and
my mic here. It got pushed away.
I think I can use steady aim for that.
You don't need to, Greg, because you already have advantage.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because you're
Well, you get
effectively...
double
No,
advantage.
because
It
the
is-
room had the disadvantage.
Yeah, so it's just a regular shot, right?
Correct. So it cancels out the disadvantage of the room. There's really not much, and having double advantage obviously doesn't help with doing
No.
anything to improve that. So
And a sneak attack condition.
Because you don't have advantage.
You don't have
Yeah.
advantage, though, so you can't get sneak attack.
Unless you ready and like wait for Fuzzy to get next to it.
Unless the DM wants to rule
but-
that.
Yeah.
All right, so
that would I don't want to set that precedent.
okay,
It'd be weird.
so let
We'll
me
figure that out later.
do one shot, and then I poof away.
Oh, this is a campaign, not a one-shot.
Boo. Ooh, uh-oh, I lost my dice, so I'm gonna have to get another one.
Oh,
But
well.
When
the
that happens.
Yeah, that one wasn't doing nice things to you anyway.
but the to hit roll, which is fine, is going to be 20,
Okay, yep. The bolt connects.
and this roll, the damage. Okay, the damage is going to be 6.
And the damage is 6. And Esquire is now aware of you.
What did you hit on, Greg? Because I wasn't listening.
20.
20.
Well, it's 15, but 20 with my bonus.
Uh-huh.
So he hit on 20. Yep.
20. Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Mixie?
I really don't think there's any need to do an offhand attack, so I'm going to try to hide.
Okay, bonus action hide. Is it an appropriate position to hide? What was the description? I said that the room is otherwise empty.
Yes.
So let's see, layout then. Layout is boxish. I don't see that you have an opportunity to do so, unless you can make a case for it.
Can he get past the monster and out of the door if he has enough movement? If she has enough movement?
Well, you're just basically all this happened pretty much as you walked into the room, so you're just like one space off from the door.
Okay. So if I can't hide, I could disengage.
Well, he's not in melee, so
Okay.
You could just run out of the room, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do that.
Okay, so you bug on out of the room. Okay, so you're back in the hallway with everybody else. and the weird sense of dislocation is left behind.
Question, John. Do you get disadvantage if you make an attack outside of the room and you're shooting into the area with the distortion? Or is it only if you're standing in the room with the distortion? I would think it would affect you in
I
either
would think it
case.
would affect-
The description of the effect says while in the room.
Okay.
So while it would be, so I'm just going to stick with the description. I'm not going to try to do weird things like if he's in the room and you're out of the room, is he dislocated? Or, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
It only affects you if you are in the room.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, let me ask a question. So I went past there. Did I notice anything as far as like what the symbol was on the floor? You said he's just in there and he's not moving from that symbol.
I said he turned towards the people in the door and started to attack. He hasn't moved yet.
Okay. So he's still standing in that same space.
He hasn't had an opportunity to move yet. So
Okay.
we don't know.
We don't know.
Okay. Fuzzy.
Alright. Let's see here. As a free flourish, he goes up to the doorway but doesn't go through, and wants to just ask the question, Esquire, are you still in there?
Okay, it's only 6
Not
words.
even
Yeah, you can
close
do
to
that.
10 words. That's, yeah.
You can do that as your free flourish. All right.
Okay. Any
It's not his turn yet.
response? It's not his turn. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So, well, he hasn't acted yet, so Fuzzy still has to take advantage of that. So he's gonna stay outside. He's gonna bonus action rage, and he's gonna chuck a hand axe from outside because that's the one thing he can do with reckless to get advantage.
Okay. He is. Can you give him where he was standing? He's 15 feet from the door, so.
Sure. So he has a 20-foot short range on the hand axe. Okay. So he's got that covered.
Okay.
So he's gonna go reckless, chuck the hand axe, which then that's a d6 of damage with a hand axe. I'll give up some of that, but that's okay. And he gets extra damage because the guy hasn't gone yet. So fingers crossed. Come on, big money. AC 19 to hit.
Okay. That connects.
Alright, so that's gonna be. Let's see here. So 8, 10 on the dice, and then let's see here. We've got 3 so plus 2 rage, so that's gonna hit for 15 slashing damage, and because of Vex, that's gonna give him advantage on his next attack for the end of his next turn. Yeah, which yeah.
Okay, so 15
He's
damage.
gonna say he's gonna yell "snap out of it." His final last
Oh, you've already used your free flourish.
Yeah, so. Alright, you can still stay 10 words on a turn though.
Let's not split hairs.
Oh, right.
Okay, it is his turn next.
Alright. And I will say that Fuzzy has not blocked like full line of sight to get to the doorway. He kind of backs out of the doorway and just tries to block his allies and make it so he's the first target if he comes up to the door.
All right, he has Esquire. What would Esquire respond back? No, he's a little bit better than that.
Kaiju fight.
Me like Bray.
Yeah, he is a large, so
Igor.
yeah, he is a large creature. So he begins to charge at the door, very much not trapped inside the circle.
Okay, that answers that question.
Good to know.
While shouting, "Intruders, get out!" And he does encounter. Let's see, since Fuzzy, you said you backed away from the door.
I backed away, but put myself between like anybody else in
Okay.
my party who was closer to the door. He's the first one he would encounter. He did that on purpose. He's raging.
Yeah.
So
Now, I was trying to question whether or not he could step out through the door.
I mean, he probably.
And
I don't know if he left a 10-foot base area. He backed away probably like 5 feet from the door. But whatever you want to do.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he has partial disadvantage. No. Because that works, right?
I mean, Fuzzy went reckless. So
Yeah, he's still technically.
Yeah, so he has advantage canceled by disadvantage if you're doing that. So.
This is one of those weird edge cases. He's technically kind of half in the room, but his targets are not in the room. And given the description of the dislocation,
AC like it's a cover
Yeah.
situation.
I mean, he's squeezing. Is the door like a standard door, or is it like a really tall door? 'Cause if it's
no,
large,
it's just a large double door.
okay, so he's not squeezing to go through it.
So no, he's not squeezing.
Yeah.
But the effects.
Does
The
that stop?
description says it affects the person who's in the room. It doesn't affect the room. So yes, he still has disadvantage. Okay.
Cancels out. Straight roll.
Okay. So. Yeah. So he does indeed reach you first, Fuzzy. And where's he go?
3 hugs. 3 hugs.
And he swings
So
once.
he's attacking with disadvantage, is that right?
He's attacking normally because Fuzzy was reckless.
Gotcha.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to be better about reminding John of that because I was bad the first few sessions.
Look at it. Okay. He swings once with a hook at you, Fuzzy. Hitting AC 18
That definitely hits.
for 10 piercing damage as the hook
Ouch.
comes down on you.
But really 5.
But really 5. And then he follows up with the hook in the other with the hook for the other hand. Hitting let's see, AC 15
That hits.
for 13, but really 6.
But really 6. That's
Really
not
6.
good. Fuzzy is bloody.
Oh,
He took quite a bit of damage from the Sturges, so he's yeah.
So he is now standing halfway through the door, smacking on poor Fuzzy. Trixie, what are you going to do about that?
Oh, what am I gonna do about that? Jesus.
oh, he's not going to do anything about it.
They're Trixie.
Oh, you said Jesus, and I said he's not going to do anything.
Well, currently he's zombie Jesus.
This,
so,
yeah.
Um. The fuck it, we ride. Sacred Flame, Zip Zip Zang, at its face, Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Attack. He gets a grand total of 5.
He failed.
Roll damage.
That'll be 5 radiant damage.
Oh,
Okay. He looks like he takes the damage.
Do it.
He takes the damage as normal. He flinches, but doesn't seem to do any more or less than what you would expect.
And I will position myself so that I'm slightly like I'm peeking around the edges of the doors and not as blatantly in the.
Okay, so you're off to the side of the doors.
Yes.
Okay.
He's hiding.
What's the magical effect from Sacred Flame?
Yeah, that was gonna be your next question.
John, for the room.
I cast a spell.
Oh, right.
I cast a spell.
Hello, John. Are you there? Are you there, John?
Yeah.
Hello.
Sorry.
First
Thank you.
ground
Thank you for
control.
reminding the DM about all his control.
Major John.
Trixie, you get a shadow.
Oh boy, I have another shadow.
You and your shadow hiding in the. Nice work. Yay.
We're in peak form today.
Yes.
Never underestimate my ability to make up a random song on the spot.
Nor mine.
Go ahead, bro. Or
Okay.
Cyrus.
As far away from this creature as possible, I use a Rare Frost.
Okay.
Crunchy, what?
Get natural 1.
Go ahead.
Oh, jeez. Second
Ro is a lover, not a fighter.
fighter.
That's true. What is the magical effect in the room from the cast spell, John?
Okay.
Because it's a nat 1, it goes off and it makes your nose frozen.
Okay. The shadow does disappear, and this room takes on that strange dislocated.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Feel.
yucky.
You gross.
Okay, so Mixie, you are okay. You did slip out of the room, so yeah, things seem kind of a little weirdly out of place. But you still have this giant hooky man thing in front of you that is trying to hurt your friend.
All right, so I don't think I can get in close to him.
I don't see why not.
All right, so I guess I'm going to try to get in close to him, and we'll see if no advantage.
Okay, yeah. Trixie is standing off to one side. There's still the other Fuzzy's in front of him. Cyrus is way back, so there's still the other side of him.
One of your enemies is within 5 feet, or one of your allies.
And one of my enemies is
You'll be at
The group is
You'll be
already
at-
starting to break up. No.
you'll be at disadvantage unless you have something to cancel the fogginess
Okay.
in the room drag.
Okay, so I use my steady aim.
Doesn't he get advantage if an ally is within 5 feet of his enemy?
No, he gets sneak attack, but doesn't.
Oh,
But that
okay.
doesn't occur for an
Yeah.
advantage.
Okay, so I get to sneak attack, and then I have steady aim, which makes it a regular
So
shot.
you're crossbowing at a distance, is that?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a regular shot, Greg,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
One regular shot.
Yeah.
with sneak attack.
It's Fuzzy's next one.
Correct.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to work, but
He's big. Maybe he's easy to hit.
so it's going to be 11 to hit.
Your bolt just kind of just kind of whiz past his ear.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it.
Okay. Fuzzy, you pick up your blood and you continue on.
All right. So at the beginning, which of my allies is closest to him now?
I would
it's
have
Trixie.
to say that it's Trixie, yes.
It's Trixie. Oh, tough decisions. Does he go into the next
Don't cleave into
round?
Trixie.
Well, this is the one type of fight that doesn't really take advantage of his cleaving. But I mean, that said, because he had Vex, he has advantage on his next attack.
If you will.
So my
Cleave it.
my brain is debating: do I squeeze into the next room to pull up advantage on that attack, or do I stay there where I'm closer to healers and keep him from getting at the crunchies, which is probably more relevant, I think, even though he's hurting. Yeah, okay, so but at the start of his turn, so Trixie's the closest because she's also the most in danger. That's why I originally asked that question. Squirrel!
Trixie is base to base.
Trixie, get 8 temporary hit points. Force of the Tree helps you out. No, you lost them when his rage ended.
Oh.
So now you have 8.
Yep.
That's, yeah. Sorry, I know it's kind of weird, quirky thing to track, but I do like the party buffing utility of it, so...
Yeah, just lasts as long as your rage is going.
Yep. So then, let's see here. So then he is going to do, because he has advantage, he's going to do a straight up attack with his Great Axe on the dude so that he can stay blocking that space. Yeah. And it's going to hit for AC 17.
You managed to axe him?
Okay, so that's going to hit him for, let's see here, 11. 11 slashing.
Alright.
And then with his bonus action, because he doesn't want to get knocked out on the next round, but he does want to keep protecting his allies, he's going to take advantage of those new rules that lets him take a healing potion, because he's got one.
Okay.
So that's what, 2d4 plus 4? Am I remembering that right?
Think so?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay. Dun-dun-dun. That's not very good. 1, 4. About average. So 6, he heals up.
Hey, it's 6 more than you had before, which you're gonna need because it's now his turn.
He's gonna shout one more time, "Snap out of it!" And just stay there and hold the line.
Hold the line.
Hold.
He replies, "Step out of what? Get out!" And swings. He's still. Let's see. That wasn't a reckless attack, was it? That you made?
No, because
It was not.
He had advantage because of Vex.
Okay. So because of the room effect, he's still swinging with disadvantage on Fuzzy. With that first hook, hits AC 16
Still hits.
for 14.
But release 7.
But release 7.
Bloody again.
And the follow-up with the other hook. AC 15.
That hits.
That's it.
Uh-oh.
But that's still with disadvantage.
That was with disadvantage. I rolled a 14 and a 9.
Got some potency.
Probably shouldn't have told you that, but whatever. For another 9, but really 4.
Okay. Very bloody.
Uh-oh.
Medic.
Trixie, you're there base to base with him.
First, she's going to raise up her hand in the direction of Fuzzy and send out a healing word,
Nice.
which is bonus action spell.
Boni action.
Are you serious right now? Wait. Okay. So you get 8 healing.
Okay.
I rolled 3 1s and a 2.
Oh, no.
It's 8 more than she had before.
It's true.
He had before.
And then
And then...
I will call down my blue flame of sacredness.
Yeah, that's it. That's the cantrip.
Yep.
Okay.
Dex save, please.
1 dex save. 12.
That fails.
Darn.
for another 5 radiant damage.
5 radiant damage. Poor Esquire seems to be breathing kind of hard. He is mechanically bloody.
Oh, okay.
Bloody
Good job.
hell.
Nice.
Nice work, Trixie.
Stay with us, Fuzzy. We need you.
Cyrus.
Okay.
Has the room changed? Cough, cough.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you just cast 2 spells, so.
Well, we'll only count the second one then. Let's see.
Yeah, this is a situation that has to be a little
The room is
excessive.
now thick and difficult terrain.
Ooh,
Okay.
swimmy swim.
But not distorted, so that's useful.
Okay.
The distortion is gone.
We'll see what happens after I cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Third time's a charm.
Natural 1.
Oh my god!
No,
Oh my
again?
God,
Fire that dice.
Are you using your tiny dice?
Oh.
No, I rolled different dice.
Are these the row dice? Are you? Is that the row dice?
No, one was the core die, one was in the blue die that I had.
Oh. You're
Core's
not
be-
using your row dice. They're sitting here on the shelf next to me.
the core dice is being a bastard today. Don't use that shit.
Come
It was,
get
it was
these
doing
dice.
great on initiative though.
I'm telling you, that core dice is a little bit.
It's
Sus sometimes.
it's as bipolar as we are.
Well,
That's fair.
that's fair.
But anyway, the thickness in the air disappears, and you get a shadow.
Cool.
Cyrus gets a shadow.
And you
Cool.
get a shadow. And
I like a shadow.
Cast a spell, and you might get one.
Well, I don't have the spells. Haha.
we'll
All right,
dispel
round
that.
3.
Right.
Mixie.
Okay. Now I'm going to go try to get up close, and I can use my steady aim now.
If you're getting close and aiming, that gives you disadvantage.
Yeah, I think
You have to,
steady
you have to
aim is
not
only
move, Greg. You don't
Oh,
move.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
steady
So
aim
I'll
is only
s-
ranged. Yeah.
So I'll stay where I'm at
Yeah.
and try it again.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hope I can do it.
So this gives you advantage
Yeah.
And you do get
Okay.
sneak attack because me and Trixie are right there.
and has advantage. So yeah.
Because he has
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah, and-
That's all I need.
Yeah.
All right. So that's much better. So that is 18 to hit.
Phew.
Okay, that hits.
And so let's see. The first die. So that's going to be 9 plus 6. So 15.
15 piercing damage. A heavy hit from the crossbow bolt. Staggers him, but he's still up.
All right. And I think that's the only other action I can do.
Okay. Fuzzy. Try to survive.
All right. Well,
Oh, wait. Am I off? Can I give him a potion?
No, you've already used your bonus action.
Okay.
the steady aim is the bonus action.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, so let's see here. Fuzzy's temper flare. Well, first at the start of his turn, he's gonna give Ro some temporary hit points. 'Cause why not? 7 temporary hit points to Ro.
Got it.
And temper, he is going to go reckless and yell, "No, you get out!" and swing back at him with the great axe. Oop! I'm gonna drop something on the floor. That's my damage die. That's a terrible damage roll. Boo! AC 14.
Your swing is a little too reckless and it goes wide.
That's no good.
That's
That's bad.
Oh no.
So, let's see here. And what's another my bonus action option? Sorry. Don't need to extend my range. I mean, Yeah, I think he's just gonna hold his ground. He could try to get like someone else's healing potion, but if he goes down, that's why we have healers. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's all.
That's the
got,
healer's
'cause
problem.
The dice decided to nope me this time, so all good.
Okay.
Moving on.
Then he attempts to return the favor. Now
Yeah,
no
he-
longer at disadvantage,
In fact, at advantage because Fuzzy went
because
reckless.
Fuzzy did go reckless, yeah.
Yep.
Not that that's probably going to help him much. Hits 13.
That'll miss.
Okay. So the first hook, you managed to duck out of the way. The second hook, 17
That'll hit.
for a lot more damage. For 14, but really 7.
But really, 7. All right.
Okay.
Bloody.
Tank's got
Still
tank,
bloody.
Tank's gonna tank.
Yep.
Okay.
Tank's doing his job.
All right. Trixie.
Trixie is going to recognize that her friend is hurting pretty badly
How very compassionate of you.
and take a step towards Fuzzy so that he's within touch range.
You can step around without provoking. Yes.
And cast Cure Wounds.
The wounds are to be cured.
They're to be like meat.
For 18.
Whoa. Okay.
Level 2 Cure Wounds.
Wow.
That's spectacular. That was
Okay,
some good.
I think.
4d8 plus 3, I mean.
Yeah. 18 plus. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Up to 27 out of 33. Thank you. That's awesome.
And
So
that
all her-
does
so she
not
sucks all her
take
blood back
bonus
in.
action spells, so that will
Uh-oh.
be my turn.
Okay. Cyrus.
What did the room do?
Oh yeah.
John's like, ugh.
Now John doesn't like this quirk anymore.
Yes, because no, I got it. Okay. It's just, with two casters, it's weird because they keep alternating shadows back and forth, and the shadows never actually do anything.
The
so-
never-ending shadows.
Boo.
Did you say it was Cyrus's turn?
It is now Cyrus's turn.
Okay. Ray Frost.
Ray Frost. Natural
Uh,
one.
This time I got 2 ones.
Oh.
No. I mean that it's an
11?
It's an 11. It's an 11
There you go.
On the dice. Okay.
on the dice. So it's an
You
AC,
did it.
AC 16.
AC 16, you do finally connect with your icy demeanor.
AC trigger. AC trigger.
Congratulations.
So
That's a
that is 3 cold damage.
3 cold damage and minus 10 to his speed, but he can't really go anywhere anyway. So
Yeah.
Yes.
So I missed on a 14, but we hit on a 16. So the target is either 15 or 16.
And what does the room do with the spell we can cast? The shadow go away?
the shadow do go away and the thick air return.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
laugh my ass off if the door gets teeth while he's standing in it.
Me
Still in the
too.
door.
Let
Because
the
he's still
door
in
chomp,
the door.
chomp, but Chewy chomp.
Would that work?
He's in the doorway.
But maybe it doesn't
Yeah,
affect.
let the house do
It
our
doesn't
work.
affect local personnel. Probably.
Well, I don't know. He's been doing disadvantage when the room got foggy, just like the rest of us. So,
Oh.
yeah, the house does affect everybody. It would be pretty unfair.
I think I know how I'd call that if it comes to that. But
If it comes
for now,
to fruition. For now.
we are at round 4, and it is Big C's turn again.
What is the room doing?
Thick air. Movement is difficult terrain, and you have a fly speed equal to your.
So no
Swim.
So no disadvantage. You could still give yourself advantage or all your other usual stuffs.
I feel like I need to get up there so I can have 2 attacks.
Okay. There's room for you to get up to base.
Oh,
He
right.
is bloody. Hopefully
So I'm
he's
doing
close.
that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Do it up.
All All right, so
Stabby.
stabby, but no advantage. Let's see. Let me find where my
But
D8.
yes, sneak attack, which is nice.
My D8. Where is it?
You could use a luck point if you have any for advantage, but it's up to
I
you.
do, and I can, and I should. All of the above. All right, so I use that and give ourselves that, and roll these, and hope for the best. Oh, it's something different about rolling dice on a table versus on a skinny desk.
Dice box.
All right, so
I'm just using the digital dice.
all right, so it's 15 to hit.
15 hits.
All right. And so the damage is going to be 11 regular points of damage
Okay.
and 9 sneak attack.
How do you want to do it?
She logs up and stabs him down through the chest.
And the chest. So fatal blow. Okay. Damage. And with the dagger sticking out of his chest, Esquire staggers back and collapses into the room.
Oh.
That's the end of part 5 of our adventure. Stay tuned for part 6. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.